Jaguar XJ220 is a racing game for the Sega CD, and it's a pretty good one at that. Now, I actually know a lot about Jaguars. I work with them. Not the cars, but the animals. I'm actually a Jaguar breeder in South Africa. What we do is breed Jaguars and then release them on Johannesburg so that they can rid the city of its troubling hedgehog population. And then obviously when there's too many Jaguars, what we'll do is we'll breed a bunch of elephants, and all the elephants will be released into the city to trample the Jaguars. And then once all the Jaguars are gone, we obviously have a city that's being trampled by elephants. This is when we start breeding giant giraffes, and giraffes will be released into the city. If some of you maybe don't know too much about the jungle, giraffes are an elephant's natural enemy, and when a giraffe and an elephant see each other, they just begin a fight to the death. So the elephants and the giraffes would basically kill each other off, and then the city's completely clean of its pests. The country of South Africa has given me a $500 million grant for this, which in US currency roughly translates to $83. There are no elephants in this game, so you're pretty safe driving around the many different courses in this game. The tracks in this game take place everywhere from Egypt to towns in America. You are a globetrotter in this game. While the environments are varied, the cars all drive basically the same almost anywhere. You're in some kind of snowy, wintry wonderland in something like Switzerland, where it's literally like driving through the harshest snow conditions on Earth. Your car will handle just as good as it handles on the clearest, most beautiful spring days you can think of. Like, there's no slipping and sliding because of the snow. I don't know if it's just laziness on the developer's part, or if they wanted to show that the Jaguar can handle any type of weather you throw at it and perform exactly the same. But honestly, weather-changing gameplay physics, especially in racing games, just wasn't that prevalent back in the day. While the weather is just aesthetic and doesn't really change the way you maneuver, I do have to say that you handle incredibly well in this game. Like, not a lot of retro games from this era give you very good and tight, precise controls. In this game, if you're paying attention, you will almost never hit a wall or an opponent with your car. The game also has great music, and you can actually pick which song is going to be playing while you race before you start the race. It's a nifty little addition to the gameplay, and I appreciate that because it shows that developers put care and thought into the gameplay. Because the controls are just so airtight, it's fairly easy to get past your opponents. But the problem in this game is qualifying, and qualifying basically decides where you are placed before the race starts, and I cannot for the life of me beat any of the cars while qualifying. Like, I'm always dead last while qualifying. Even when I go super fast and I make virtually zero mistakes, I'm still 20th place while qualifying. The game's difficulty is actually getting past the 19 cars that are ahead of you. Basically, all the races are an uphill battle, but because the cars handle really well, it's a fun uphill battle. The variety in different tracks and all the locations having different weather patterns is great. It'll keep you engaged in the game, but unfortunately, because all the levels have the same exact strategy, you will get bored of the actual gameplay within a few hours, just because of how repetitive your racing strategy is. This is, however, one of those games that handles beautifully, and you will get a hankering to play it sometime later. Jaguar XJ220 is just an objectively good racing game, and for that it gets an official stanburdman rating of a 7.9 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, my friends.